Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel and like what you see, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. The Disney theme parks are always changing and evolving, and as we make our way into May, there's a lot to update you on. From the return of character meet and greets and Disneyland's nighttime spectaculars, to exciting new construction updates, more on the Epcot transformation, and a brand new peek at Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. There is a lot to discuss, so sit back as we count down the top 10 new attractions, changes, and construction updates at the Disney theme parks. Number 10. The Disney theme parks are getting a lot closer to operating how they used to prior to the pandemic. The main thing missing was physical character interactions, but you'll be happy to know that traditional character meet and greets are back at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. This means autographs and hugs for everyone. Kevin's able to walk through Discovery Island at Animal Kingdom, the Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren are parading through Galaxy's Edge again, and our favorite Disney characters can be found all throughout Main Street and Fantasyland at Disneyland. Now, some of the character sightings are sticking around, and I think these add a great spontaneous moment to your day at the park. Offering both traditional meet and greets and sightings create the ultimate theme park experience for everyone. I hope some of the sightings stay around for good. The recent changes with physical contact also brought the Princes and Anna back into the first float of Festival of Fantasy, plus Minnie has also joined Mickey on the finale float. Then at Hollywood Studios, physical contact has returned to Beauty and the Beast live on stage, so this means goodbye to that awkward no-touch finale. Plus, the Tumble Monkeys will soon be making the return to Festival of the Lion King at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Number 9. Nighttime spectaculars have been back at Walt Disney World for some time, but now they're also back at the Disneyland Resort. On April 22nd, the resort welcomed World of Color back to Disney California Adventure, as well as the fireworks show Disneyland Forever. Both of these fan favorites made their grand return in their original states with no changes made. World of Color is being performed twice a day, and currently Disneyland Forever has only one show on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. The other days of the week, you can catch the projection version of Mickey's Mix Magic, which honestly really isn't my favorite. But good news is that on May 27th, Disneyland Forever returns to nightly showings every single day of the week. Number 8. Also on April 22nd, the Main Street Electrical Parade was brought back to Disneyland to celebrate its 50th anniversary. The Main Street Electrical Parade originally debuted in June of 1972, and it's one parade that keeps making a grand return every couple years after we think it's glowed away forever. At this point, I don't think the parade will ever officially retire. This year, a brand new grand finale float was added themed to It's a Small World. It features many classic Disney characters like Aladdin and Jasmine, Hercules, and Princess Tiana, as well as some new favorites like Miguel from Coco and Mirabel and Antonio from Encanto. Look how cute they are! The finale adds some fresh energy to the parade, and it features a catchy mashup of Disney songs. Overall, it's a good, nostalgic parade, but I do think Paint the Night is superior. I'm sure that one day we will see that parade return. You can catch the Main Street Electrical Parade twice a night, and judging by the crowds, it's proven to be an incredibly popular Disney classic. Number 7. Now, Disneyland has been no stranger to construction walls recently, which means improvements are being made to the park. Now, in September of 2021, Tarzans Treehouse closed for an unexpected refurbishment, and it hasn't reopened since. Well, at the end of April, the Orange County Register confirmed that Disney will be re-theming Tarzan's Treehouse to a brand new IP. No official theme has been confirmed, but the rumor appears to suggest an Encanto attraction themed to Antonio's room. Seeing as how Encanto is one of Disney's most popular animated films to date, it would make sense. Plus, the theme of Antonio's room fits in well with Adventureland. Again, this is just a rumor and not an official confirmation from Disney. Disneyland president Ken Potrock said this section here of the treehouse with the bridge will be demolished to open up the walkway. Tarzan's Treehouse opened in 1999, replacing the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, and this part that's being demolished was actually built for the 1999 refurbishment. So with the reimagining of the treehouse, they're bringing the footprint back to its original state when Walt Disney opened the attraction in 1962. No official timeline for the transformation has been confirmed, but I want to say we're still several months from it opening. Now, what are your thoughts on this transformation? Do you think an Encanto retheme would work? Comment below. Number 6. Another Disneyland refurbishment project that's taking shape can be found in New Orleans Square. With Pirates of the Caribbean currently closed, Disney has taken the opportunity to widen the walkways by removing the stairs and platforms that used to run through the center. A small section has already been completed, and the area that's currently surrounded by construction walls will definitely be complete by the opening of Fantasmic, which is May 28th. They're also doing work on the lighting rigs for Fantasmic, and when it comes to Pirates of the Caribbean, well, they're redoing the entire entrance. This year marks the ride's 55th anniversary, and it's slated to reopen early summer. But who knows, maybe a lot of this refurbishment was just for exterior work. The trees that used to be in front of the attraction apparently had a disease, so those were removed and now have been replaced. The courtyard entrance is also being completely redone, so maybe the ride will also reopen closer to Fantasmic's debut. Then another refurbishment project that's seen an extended delay for its opening is Finding Nemo's Submarine Voyage. As you can see, everything in the lagoon is looking really vibrant, and it appears work is almost done, but there's still no official word on an opening date. Author David Koenig says the ride has received an extreme cleanup from top to bottom. A source told him that anything and everything that was an operational factor is being corrected, which is a great sign for the longevity of the attraction. Clearly, it's sticking around for some time. According to Disneyland Public Affairs, they have a partnership with Orange County Water District. Any water Disney removes from their lagoons is treated and stored in the groundwater replenishment system. When refilling, Disney then reuses this water. It's a more time-consuming process, but it does help to conserve water. So hopefully in the next month or so, we'll see the lagoon filled. Then they can test the ride and have it open for guests. Number 5. Recently, some announcements were made in regards to Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom. This reimagining of Finding Nemo the musical began rehearsals near the end of March. No official opening date has been given, but generally, rehearsal periods for new shows of this scale tend to be about 8 weeks. So we can probably expect Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond to debut at some point this May. Now, there are changes being made to the set and the show itself. First off, Disney confirmed the new show will have a shorter runtime of 25 minutes compared to the original 35-minute runtime of Finding Nemo the musical. Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond will feature a brand new script as well as a new set design inspired by paper sculptures. It's an interesting choice, but judging by this concept art, it doesn't look too different compared to the original. The show is set in the Marine Life Institute as they tell Nemo's story, which will include many songs from the original show. By the sounds of it, this new show will be more in line with Festival of the Lion King, where they just sing a bunch of songs with no real story involved. Although I didn't think Finding Nemo the musical needed any changes, I'm eager to see how this show will be received. Number 4. Another Walt Disney World show set to return later this year is Fantasmic at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now, we've known we would be getting a brand new segment in the show, and based on the concept art, we had speculated which characters we could expect to see. Well, just this past week, Disney confirmed that the new show sequence will feature Mulan, Elsa, Aladdin, Pocahontas, and Moana in heroic moments, alongside new technical enhancements to the show. According to Scott Gustin on Twitter, Disney confirmed the original Pocahontas scene is being cut and replaced by this new scene. It'll happen in the same slot of the show. Each Disney character will have their own heroic moment in the scene, and it was confirmed last year there would also be stunts. The sequence is expected to run longer than the original Pocahontas scene. That ran about 3 minutes and 45 seconds, so the fact that we're gaining time in the show is a huge plus, especially when we're used to seeing things cut. It's becoming more and more clear that this update will probably be along the lines of the updates Fantasmic received at Disneyland, with new orchestrations, lighting, fountains, and projection mapping. No official opening date has been announced, but I wouldn't be surprised if the show doesn't open until end of summer, early fall this year. We'll just have to wait and see, but this is one update that will definitely be worth the wait. Number 3. Get ready, Halloween fans, because Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is returning to Magic Kingdom. The special ticketed event will be held on select nights beginning August 12th until October 31st from 7 p.m. until midnight. This is really exciting because all of our favorite Not So Scary entertainment is coming back. This includes the Headless Horseman, the Boo-to-You Parade, the Cadaver Dans, special meet and greets with rare characters, Disney's Not-So-Spooky Spectacular Fireworks Show, and the main event of the evening, Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. Seeing the Sanderson sisters and all of our favorite Disney villains all at once truly gives us one of the best shows the castle stage has ever seen. And who can forget trick-or-treating? You'll be able to find treat stations all over the park, plus some of our favorite attractions are receiving spooky Halloween overlays. This includes Space Mountain, Mad Tea Party, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Tickets for the event range from $109 to $199, which is a bit of an increase from 2019. You are able to enter the park at 4 p.m. with a party ticket, and hopefully with the price increases, attendance remains a bit more limited compared to past years. It was also announced that the Oogie Boogie Bash would be returning to Disney California Adventure this year, but no other details have been released just yet. Number 2. Now, in Epcot news, the Connections Cafe and Eatery had its grand opening on April 27th, bringing a much-needed quick-service restaurant into World Celebration. This spacious new modern eatery has a similar vibe to the Creations Shop with plenty of seats. It's a much bigger space than Electric Umbrella. This building is also the new location for the Starbucks at Epcot, and one of my favorite details has to be the design of the floor. What you're looking at is based off of Walt Disney's original design for Epcot, which is such a special touch. Then, just this past week, Disney released some brand new updated concept art of what we can expect World Celebration to look like. You might remember that big circular building that would serve as the festival center, but now that's actually been replaced by this building, which is being called Communicore Hall. It's gonna serve as the new festival center and will also have an area for a Mickey and Friends meet and greet. Communicore was the original name of the buildings that became Innoventions, so it's nice to have another little tribute to some of Epcot's history. Now, on the other side of the building, there will be Communicore Plaza, which will be a place to host musical performances, and this concept art shows you how the gardens will transform with each of the festivals. Then we finally got some new concept art for Moana Journey of Water. There is a lot more detail here, and we finally get a better idea of what the area is going to look like. I think it looks like a nice addition to World Nature, but it kind of gives off more of an Animal Kingdom vibe than Epcot, don't you think? Work is well underway on the area, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what it looks like once it's fully complete. Number 1. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind has been under construction since 2017, and after years of tracking this project, the Wonders of Xandar Pavilion is finally complete. The ride is currently in previews and officially opens to the public on May 27th. It will utilize a virtual queue, plus will also be available as an individual Lightning Lane purchase through Genie Plus, but there will be no traditional standby line for the ride. Now, if you want to avoid ride spoilers, I'd click off now because Disney has shared a peek into pretty much the entire experience. For those of you who want some spoilers, well, let's explore some of the Wonders of Xandar Pavilion. So, as you enter the building, you'll find yourself in the Galaxarium, which showcases planets, stars, and other intergalactic objects. The next room is the Xandar Gallery, where you get to learn a little more about the Xandarian history, culture, and people. There are exhibits, physical props, and even some interviews with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Once you're in the first pre-show room, you're introduced to Nova Prime, where she tells the Terrans about the cosmic generator that creates jump points. This will help teleport you to a Nova ship, which is what happens when you're in the second pre-show room, where you get to experience the cosmic generator for yourself. And get ready because this room features a big wow moment, which I won't spoil. Then you'll make your way into the loading area and onto the coaster. The experience starts off on the slower side as your car rotates to direct your attention to certain show scenes on the ride. Then before you know it, you're launched backwards and most of the coaster happens in complete darkness. The intensity has been described as being a cross between Space Mountain and Rock 'n' Roller Coaster. One of the comments I've heard is that the spinning can make you a bit disoriented, but it's nothing that's too intense for most. Like Mission Breakout at Disney California Adventure, the ride uses 6 different songs, including September by Earth, Wind & Fire and Disco Inferno by the Tramps, so you never know which song you'll get until you blast off with the Guardians. With a ride time of about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, this appears to be a very promising addition to Epcot. I mean, this is Epcot's very first roller coaster, so I've only heard positive things and I can't wait to ride this one for myself. So from everything on this list, what's the one thing you're looking forward to the most? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.